Welcome to another amazing episode of the East Sleeve Sixers podcast. We got 215 the sports guy. We got Jenny from the block. We got BG. We got myself. And I'm going to save the best for last. We got a God-fearing man. We got a trooper. We got a fighter. The maker of the slogan, taking my life back. Philadelphia 76ers mega fan, James Big Daddy Briscoe Jr. Let's go.
After that introduction, what can I say? What can I say? Just thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a fan of the show. I watch it all the time. Let's get into it. Good to see all you guys.
Good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
Brother.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
Love your hat. Love your
I
hat.
had to look festive. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. What jersey you got on? Which player you got on?
It's just a Big Daddy. I got Big Daddy on the back of it.
All right. What number is on it? 76?
No number.
Okay.
I hear that.
All right.
No
Before we
number.
get started, we're gonna jump into the starting lineups. They were just announced. Tyrese Maxey, Furkan Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. At that starting lineup, I'm looking at our injury report, and Danny Green has coming off the injury report, but it looks like they're just going to ease him in. He's not starting. Tobias was listed as day-to-day because he didn't participate in shoot-around, had a little illness, must have taken some Pepto-Bismol. Shake and Seth are still out. What do you guys think?
You got the floor, Big Daddy.
It's been pieces of this the lineup been thrown in. We haven't had a constant lineup this whole season, so to me that's no big deal. And we always overcome when we in bad situations. So whoever's out there, we're gonna give them 100% anyway. So it is what it is.
I heard that.
Definitely.
Danny
I have a
Green ain't gonna do
question
nothing
for
anyway.
you, sir.
Yes, sir.
That we didn't ask you on last show. I want to know your most memorable Sixer game and what happened. What made it memorable for you at that time?
Wow, that's a good question. The first one, because I'm older than y'all, so the first one was in 1983. Was
Ooh,
that
year
that
I was
last
born.
game?
Year I
Say
was
what?
born.
You
Year I
was
was
born?
born.
Okay. Well, now you made me feel old because I was 12 years old. But
OG.
but when Mo Cheeks dunked the ball at the end of that game, when we swept the Lakers in the finals and win the finals, I think that brought basketball to Philadelphia. Like when that happened, everybody was playing basketball in Philadelphia, Jersey, whatever. Everybody went nuts. So that was really memorable because that was really threw me into basketball. Like I had to play. I followed the Sixers before them, but when they won, it was like, wow, it actually happened. And
Yeah.
the second time was when Iguodala hit that shot at the end of the Chicago playoff game, and we won and went on to Boston, and we lost to Boston in Game 7. I was in Boston for that Game 7, which was
Wow.
I still don't. We should have won that game. But yeah, that was a big shot because when he hit that shot, we won that game. The entire building went crazy. And when
Yeah.
you in the building and feel that energy, everybody going nuts, man, it's goosebumps. I
Nothing
get
like it.
goosebumps thinking about it. It's nothing like it.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Those, those two
Real
are the
quick,
most memorable. Yeah.
real quick. I want to introduce you to our new host, Jenny from the block,
Hey,
Jennifer
Jenny from the
Green.
block.
So I'm gonna let
It's
her
nice
ask her
to
question.
meet
I just
you.
wanted to introduce you guys first.
Nice
It's
to
nice
meet
to
you
meet
too.
you. You wanted me to do what now, Jose?
No, I'm giving you the floor so you can ask him something.
Oh, okay. So what do you think the keys are to the game tonight?
Start and finish. You got to feed the big dog. Feed the big dog. Feed the big dog. And somebody has to, like one of the like Thibault, he's going to have to play big tonight. The, definitely Maxie's going to have to play big tonight, and somebody has to help him. That's the problem. We're getting 30 and 10 from him, or 30 and 15 from him every night, but he's not having a good supporting cast because there's teams that we played that we should have blew out the building that we're barely beating.
Most definitely.
So if you get a good supporting cast, then maybe we could actually do something. So we're playing I ain't gonna say a good team tonight, but we're playing, one of the elite teams, and we're going to somebody off the bench is going to have to step up big for us to take this game. So
Right.
if it's Andre Drummond, if it's Charlie Brown Jr., whatever, somebody else got to step up. It can't be all Joel Embiid.
Most definitely.
Somebody has to
Absolutely.
score.
Most definitely.
Completely agree.
And hopefully
BG,
Tobias
Jose?
ass will show up, and it depends on which Tobias ass we get tonight.
To buy ass. Oh
Oh, did I
man.
see that on
That is a
Sorry.
first. That is a first on this
To
show.
buy
Ooh.
ass.
Hey, hey, we gotta write that
James
down.
done changed his nickname. Y'all heard that?
To buy ass.
Ooh.
To
You
buy
got hey James, you gotta tell Kate how to say it right.
Tobias. Actually, I can't take credit for making that up. My really good buddy of mine, Felicia Brown, she made that up, and I took it and stole it from her, but she made it up. But yeah, it's to buy ass.
You know the
Shout
sad thing
out
is
to her. That's a good one.
sometimes it applies.
It really
Sometimes it
does.
applies, so it is what it is.
Most of the time.
Most of the time it applies. Yes.
For those guests who are watching who have been living under the rock for some years, you're looking at the biggest Sixer fan there is. He's been to tons of games, home and away. The whole stadium knows him. The organization knows him, and he's here with us. God bless you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us
No, that's no
Yeah.
problem. I wasn't
with your dope hat.
Yes. Yes.
something new for the show. I wanted to wear this down there, but I hadn't had a chance to wear it yet. So I said I'll wear it for you guys.
Oh,
We appreciate it.
that.
Got all
Yeah.
dressed up for us. My man.
Yeah, I was gonna text him and say, "Can you put the wig on this time?"
Yeah, see, I hooked you up.
So my question has nothing to do with tonight's opponent. My question is asking a lifetime Sixers fan. You get to lace them up with 5 guys. Who's the 5 guys that ever put on a Sixers jersey that you'd go on to war with, and you're gonna come out on top?
That's a good one.
Good question. BG.
Okay,
we worked on that.
my point guard would be Mo Cheeks. My shooting guard, of course, Allen Iverson. My small forward, of course, would be Julius Erving. My power forward would be Charles Barkley.
Before you say something, this the hardest position. Who you going with as the big fella?
You know who I'm going to go. I'm going Moses Malone.
That's the hardest position to pick for a Sixers all-time 5 because we've
been blessed.
We got 3 standout centers. All right, so
yeah.
I'm gonna add on. I'm gonna give you a bone. You get a 6-man too. Who you going with?
JoJo.
Okay.
JoJo.
Okay.
I ain't even have to think about
powerful
it.
Team, man.
Hold up,
man.
I'm gonna let you be the assistant coach. Which one of our coaches is leading that roster?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not going to say Brett Brown. I ain't definitely ain't going to say that.
Brett Clown.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Who coach? Okay, I'm gonna say Brown.
Larry Brown.
Larry Brown.
Thank you, Larry Brown.
Yes,
I'm gonna say Larry Brown.
I was waiting. I was like, is he gonna pick? Like, you look at it, he was pretty good. I mean, besides at the end there with the stuff with Iverson, he was legit.
When you think about what he made, nobody I don't want to call him nobody. But guys like Jermaine Jones, George Lynch, Eric Snow, he got the best version of them out of them. And you can't say a lot of coaches can get the best version of role players out of these role players. So that's why I would have chosen Larry Bird.
You took one superstar with a bunch of role players and went all the way to the NBA Finals. You gotta give it to Larry Bird.
To that point of attitude reflects leadership. On the player side of things, I think we're seeing a whole different Embiid this year being a leader, and I think it's reflecting on the team as well. When you have somebody who goes hard as he does every night, brings his briefcase and his laptop every night to work, and it's consistent. As a player, you can't help but to rise your game up to that level, and I think that's what's been a little bit frustrating because it's been a little inconsistency there on the supporting cast, as you mentioned, Big Daddy. So we're all cramming around looking for the supporting cast. Tobias, bang out game last game. And I put it in Sixers 24/7. Tobias, give me 9 more games like that. I will come on here live with a Tobias jersey on and give you a public apology. You don't got to score 30. but I want the same energy, bro. Leave it all out on the floor, like the great AI did.
But if he
Most
gave you them
definitely.
10
You
games
know what I
like
mean?
that, by the 11th game, he's gonna go right back downhill again. He can't stay consistent.
Can't get right.
You can't get right.
Can't.
Breaking news, breaking news.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if it's really breaking news, but it's breaking because
It's
it
official.
just came out, but
It's official.
it's not breaking because we knew Joel Embiid is officially a starter for the Eastern Conference in the All-Star game. They just released, and he is a starter in the All-Star game.
Nice.
Just came through my phone. Just came through my phone.
Woohoo! Who are
Definitely
the rest?
deserves it.
So we got. Do you want me to do the West and the East or just the East?
Just the East. Care about those West people.
Forget him.
So you got DeMar DeRozan. You have Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why did it just cut off? It just cut me off. I don't know why. Let's talk about the Sixers. Why is it not?
All right.
Well,
I was
you
interested
could
to see
pretty.
if James Harden
Kevin
made the cut.
Kevin
Yeah, he
Durant. No,
did.
James Harden. Did James? I don't think James Harden made the starting cut because
Nah.
DeMar DeRozan, and I believe Trey Young. It just cut
Okay.
off after the guards for some reason.
Okay. DeMar is more, I would say, deserving. He's been having a, career year. So many game winners, so many clutch shots.
It's
He's having an
amazing
outstanding.
what a new location can do for somebody. It's just crazy to think that you
Yeah.
went from people saying, should we trade for him to being a starter in the All-Star game. I definitely give a nod. I know this is Sixers podcast, but that's a big accomplishment for DeMar, man.
I've always liked him too. Like I've always liked this hustle in his game. So I'm not surprised. I'm glad he's finally doing well.
For sure.
Big Daddy, I want to read you an insert from one of our former shooters, snipers, JJ Redick. He has his own podcast. I don't know if you heard of it. It's pretty good if anybody's watching. It's on the Ben Simmons situation, and I want your take on it. He's saying that there is, I think, a more willingness now to trade Ben Simmons for a non-top 25 player, a non-top 30 player, and get a couple good guys back and some picks. To me, that's the smart choice. I don't know if you could justify wasting a year of Embiid's prime when things across the league feel fairly wide open. What do you have to say about that?
Everything he just said, I would have said exactly because Embiid is playing the best basketball I've seen him play, and a clock is ticking. And every year that goes past, it's longer that it's most likely Embiid's going to start to break down. Centers don't last too long in this league, except for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but a lot of them don't last that long. But as far as I'm concerned about Ben Simmons, I'm not going to say anything bad about Ben Simmons.
We've done enough of that.
Yeah, there's enough been said, and I've met him a couple of times, and to me, he was a nice guy. To me, that's all I can say. But I'm sorry, I can't say the word I want to say, but he got punked.
Say it. Say it.
He got bitch in him.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, get out there. He don't want to play here no more. Then get him out. But you're not going to get the quality player that you want for him because the whole league knows he's exposed. He won't shoot. He got exposed. It is what it is. So trade him and get whatever you can get for him. And let's go. Let's get past this. This has went too long. To me, it's went too long. But they're waiting for this. They're waiting for this big player to come, and you're not going to get a big player for him. You're not.
I don't think so.
Have you thought about have you thought about an ideal trade that involved Ben Simmons yet?
Sacramento.
That's the one that I like.
Sacramento for Bobby Hill. I'd jump on that. I'd drive Ben Simmons to Sacramento myself.
I'll give you the gas money. Okay.
To be honest with you, I'd trade Ben Simmons for a ham sandwich right about now just to say skip and get him out of town.
And Big Daddy, that's the crazy thing. That was my point the other day on the show. Was like, I get everybody like, well, you can't trade him for peanuts. He's still an all-star, but he's not playing. So anything is better than nothing.
Let me say this. Now, if you got a car outside your house and your car's not running anymore, it's broke down, it ain't going to run anymore. But some fool comes along and says, I'll give you $200 for that car. What are you going to do?
I'm taking that
Take the $200 and take the car. Ben
But
don't want to play here. Get rid of
but
him.
are you going to feel a way when you see that guy you just sold the car to driving it around nice and clean 2 years later?
But it always happens with players that leave Philadelphia. They go somewhere else and play better. So I'm used to that. I've been seeing it for years. I'm used to that. So if he goes somewhere else and play better, God bless him. It didn't work here. It is what it is.
Say that again.
If he can go somewhere else and play, God bless him. But we need to get past this, and it is what it is.
I heard you the first time. I just wanted you to say it twice. That was good.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And this has to be a record for how many times we've said that guy's name on this show. We usually call him 2-5, Big Daddy. We don't say his name.
It's
Jose, we
been
at
that
the 20-minute
because,
mark.
like I said, I met him a couple of times, and he's a nice guy, but maybe he's too nice for his own good, and he's just a little scared because he's afraid he's gonna get booed. You in Philadelphia, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus, so it is what it is. Take your lumps and get it over with. But he want to go somewhere else to play. Go somewhere else to play. Who cares? We'll get over
Go right
it.
ahead. Go right ahead.
And now
Go right ahead.
for BG's over and under.
All right, so Big Daddy, you follow the show. You know, every game we have a couple over unders. We throw out a few stats that we think gonna happen or think we can't get. And I don't know if you've been watching lately, but your boy Jose ain't been doing good. So maybe you can bring him some good luck tonight. Maybe you can bring him some good luck tonight. Tonight we got two over unders. The first over under, I just want to give a shout out to Patrick Tran from California. He hit me up and said this is what he wanted the over under to be. And again, y'all already know this podcast is about the people. If y'all send me the over unders before I come up with them, I'm using your over under. He did the cheat code though. You remember what we said? We're gonna do it Embiid over 30 every single time until he proves us wrong, but just a different number. Tonight's number suggested by Patrick Tran is 35 points over under for Embiid. Big Daddy, you're our guest. I'll let you go first. Over or under 35 points for Embiid.
You writing these down, BG?
Come on, man. Stop disrespecting me, man. I got this.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because we're playing the Lakers. Embiid's gonna be over 40.
Ooh.
Over 40.
All right, he went over.
Jose?
I'm going over.
Carl?
How dare I go against the grain with Big Daddy? I'm going over it.
Gotta go over. You don't
do
even
I-
have to ask me.
I'm
Clean
not even going to
sweep.
ask Jen. She told me straight up, I will not ever doubt my big man again. I'm gonna keep the trend going and go with an over as well. This guy, man, he's just playing out his mind, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So the second over under is the over under we've done before, but we haven't done it in a while, and I haven't seen it in a while. And because I want to see it tonight, I'm making it over under. I don't care if you think it's under, but I'm picking a number. We average 11 made threes a game. There was a point we averaged 13, but we average 11 made threes a game. So I'm going to throw that number at 10. Over under threes made for the Sixers tonight. The number is 10. Over or under, Big Daddy?
Over 10. Over 10.
I like it. Jose?
I'm going over.
He feeling good because Danny Green back. That's what it is.
I'm going over.
Carl?
I'm gonna go under. Go under. I don't feel that's where we get our points tonight.
You gotta remember, LA don't play good defense.
Most definitely, I agree with that. But LeBron James is out. I feel like Embiid is going to take advantage of that and be physical in the paint tonight. Real physical. I think he gets a lot of touches in the paint and mid range tonight.
Carl,
God forbid he gets into foul trouble. You know what's gonna happen, right? It's raining threes. Hallelujah.
Don't let them bully you, Carl. You got a lot of people, as you can see in the chat, saying
pick.
under. You got a lot of people in the chat saying under as well. So it's on you, Jen. What you think?
I'm going with under because there's no Seth Curry. Danny's going to be back, but he's going to be, getting his legs back under him again. So I don't see him getting a lot of shots. And Cork's been in a bit of a funk. So unless Cork unpops,
This is the game
going
he
with
snatched
under.
out of it.
Because, look, hey, Big Daddy, you took the words out my mouth.
Three
use
people
the
gonna give
words
us
out my mouth.
this 10. Is Yang playing?
Yang is playing. So
Mhm.
that's another
And B,
reason.
Korkmaz, and Yang gonna get us that 10. Book it.
Did you forget Isaiah Joe?
Yeah,
I
that
did,
kid too.
Mhm.
Joe.
Don't forget.
That's right.
So because of that, I'm going with the over as well. I don't think it's going to be way over, but I say like 11 or 12, maybe. So that's it. That's all I got for over under the night. We will see if Jose can get out of the basement. He's only down one game. We got a three-way tie. We got a three-way tie in first place for me,
Kind of
Jose.
looks like the Eastern Conference right now, doesn't it?
Yes, I was about
Look,
to take it out of my mouth, bro.
look,
Yep.
one win can catapult you to first place.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man. Let me be the first to say, man, you're more than a guest. Your family on this show. There's always an open door for you to sit up, chop up basketball with us. We appreciate you. And the lady that you're seeing down there, the woman that you are seeing, is the mama of the family. That
Oh,
is
what's she at?
Mrs. Fuller. And she is saying, "Welcome, Big Daddy. Let's go Sixers." That is BG's mother and our mother too.
Thank you very
Most
much.
definitely.
And I love being here. And anytime you guys want me to come on, I'm more than happy to come on. Because I watch you guys show before and after every game. If I agree or disagree with what you're saying, I'm still listening. So I am a big fan of your show. So anytime you want me to come out, I'm there. Trust me.
All right,
Well,
all
we
right. Here we go.
appreciate it.
I'm putting you on the spot, Big Daddy. Real quick on this. You on the spot.
Okay.
If you had to say who you disagree with most on this show, who would it be?
I think it'd be the gentleman laughing right now. I was just saying. Sorry, buddy.
Like I said,
We good. That's what sports show's about.
Yeah.
yeah, most definitely.
Oh, they go.
We are a few minutes before.
Real quick,
Go
this
ahead.
was Patrick Tran from Oakhurst, California. He's the one that came up with the over under today. He hit me up earlier on Facebook and he came up with the over under.
Hey,
Patrick,
Pat.
what
Nice
up,
to
bro?
see you. Thanks for joining us. So, are we going to just
Also,
do a real
hello, a
quick keys to the game for the rest of us, or not?
No. Yeah, we can do it. We got about 4 minutes. We asked him already, right?
Jen.
Yeah.
Yep. Jen, you could
So
go first since you brought
set
it up.
off.
All right. So, I'm going with transition defense as number one key because the Lakers are like third in fast break points. So, they really need to be on top of
Okay.
it and get back in transition quickly. And the Lakers are prone to turning it over, so use that to your advantage.
I hear you.
Those are my two
I hear you.
keys.
Carl.
I'm going to say consistency from the starting five. Tobias, I would like to see the same energy. Maxi, I want to see the same energy. I need 16 to 18 points from you. As long as the starting five does their job, I feel like that will be enough versus this Lakers team tonight.
Jose, you want to take it or you want me to take it?
No, you can go.
One of the glaring stats that I pointed out last post game that we got destroyed in was points in the paint,
Oh yeah.
as well as fast break points. Because I don't feel like we can beat a legitimate team. I don't care what the Lakers record is. They're a legitimate team. We can't beat a legitimate team losing those categories the way we did last game. So those are my keys to dominate the paint, one, and two, we can't lose the fast break battle. Is this team a better fast break team than us? Yes, but we can't lose it by the margin we lost the last game and win this game. So I'm going with those two.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say defense. I'm going with defense, all around defense from everybody up and down the lineup.
Starting with Matisse. You hear me? You hear me, Matisse? Starts with you.
Most definitely. I hope he does.
Is Westbrook playing?
I want to give a shout out.
Yeah, Westbrook.
I know
is
we're
playing.
pressed for time, but I apologize if we haven't been able to highlight a lot of comments from you guys. We had a special guest on tonight, but shout out to Aunt Sims, Millie Milk, Patrick, Sam Jones. Help me out, guys. I have to scroll up.
Ashley Nicole, Patrick Tran,
Jake Parker,
Mom,
Ashley
Millie
Nicole.
Milk.
Thank you.
Blakely.
Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to the chat. Everybody who was chatting.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
it, man. You guys are like family.
So you know, this is Eat Sleep Sixes. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Why, Carl? He done froze up.
Well, I'll take his line because if you're not here, where you at, bruh? Let's go Sixers.
If you ain't here, we don't know where you at. Thank you so much, James.
All
Thank
right.
you for joining us. We will definitely keep
Thank
you in
you for
mind.
having me.
We're
Yes.
gonna bring you back. You know what I'm saying? God willing.
I'll
See
definitely be
y'all
there.
post game. Let's go
Let's go
Sixers.
Sixers.
Let's go Sixers.
All right.